Hey there, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're a businessman or you want to start a business, then you might want to watch this video. In this video we will talk about the businesses that will grow in 2021. One. E-commerce distribution platform for small businesses. The USA particularly experienced e-commerce growth of about $450 billion since 2016. While the statistics may look optimistic, Amazon is still the colossal company that is making it hard for small businesses to get a piece of the pie from this industry. That said, however, smaller businesses are able to compete and thrive by providing shipping services, storing and distributing products. It is projected that in the long run, small businesses will be able to manage online sales on their own. Evidently, smaller distributors are increasing in number and significantly drawing interest from the end market, making it an attractive business to own in 2021. It's no surprise that e-commerce continues to grow and thrive. E-commerce sales by UK non-financial sector businesses totaled £560 billion in 2017, according to the Office for National Statistics. This marks a sharp rise of 16% since 2016, which is the largest year-on-year growth since 2011. But why is e-commerce growing from strength to strength? As lifestyles become busier and technology changes and improves, consumers are seeking new, more convenient methods to fulfill their sales needs. 2. However, technology isn't the only cause of the massive boost in e-commerce. In this post, we'll explore all of the reasons e-commerce is growing at such an incredible rate. 2. Consultation for retail and distribution businesses. Consumers are shifting their focus from traditional purchases to online shopping. This trend has been continuously going up as of 2018. China is taking advantage of both retail and distribution aspects by shrinking the front space and making more room for distribution. This makes for an ideal retailing outlet with storefronts. You can create a small business from this even with little foot traffic in your area and using your space more efficiently. E-commerce's potential doesn't look like it will slow down anytime soon. Why will digital retailing continue to grow so fast? Why won't it peak sometime soon, or even implode the way it did the last time around? Anyone who has shopped extensively online knows at least part of the answer. The selection is vast yet remarkably easy to search. The prices are good and easily compared. It's convenient, you can do it at home or at work, without using gasoline or fighting to park. Half of online purchases are delivered free to US consumers, up 10 percentage points over the past 2 years. Many returns are free as well. Product reviews and recommendations are extensive. Little wonder that the average American Customer Satisfaction Index score for online retailers such as Amazon, 87 points, is 11 points higher than the average for physical discount and department stores. 3. International trade consulting firm. While some may agree or disagree, the Trump era has paved the way for significant changes with global economies at stake. And for businesses planning to expand their distribution of goods abroad, you may need to take advantage of your know-how in international trade. Companies running an international trade consultation company could help businesses thrive amidst the trade war happening between China and US. Businesses would seek consultation for global trading, with the ever-changing economic shifts requiring further changes in current regulations and tariffs. According to the IMF's World Economic Outlook update from January 2021, global trade volumes are forecast to grow approx. 8% in 2021 and by 6% in 2022. This is consistent with predicted global recovery. As could be expected, trade in services is forecast to recover more sluggishly, mostly due to the impact of travel restrictions on cross-border tourism and business travel. IMF predicts the global economy, according to its baseline scenario, to grow 5.5% in 2021 and 4.2% in 2022. IMF now estimates global contraction in 2020 to 3.5%, which is 0.9 percentage point higher than projected in its October forecast due to stronger than expected recovery across regions in the second half of the year. The 2021 forecast in comparison to the prior release were raised by 0.3 percentage point, which reflected, according to IMF economist, additional policy support in a few large economies, mostly advanced such as the US or Japan, and expectations of a vaccine-powered strengthening of activity coming earlier than priorly expected, which offset the problems related to the next wave of the pandemic. 4. Personal cybersecurity software. Year over year, cybersecurity attacks haven't slowed down, and in fact are increasingly becoming threatening. According to information from yet another recent Facebook breach, about 50 million personal profiles were exposed to another attack. Practically anyone with a smartphone was susceptible to this type of cybersecurity threat. It's becoming clear there's no telling whether or not we're completely safe when we go online. That said, there is no doubt that people will be drawn to software that promise cybersecurity. They'd be willing to pay a small premium for their peace of mind. One reason the cybersecurity field is growing is that most businesses simply can't afford a data breach. According to IBM, data breaches cost businesses an average of $3.62 million, a number that can put many companies out of business. The number of data breaches and the cost of cybercrime worldwide have also rapidly increased. The total cost by 2021 is expected to be double that of 2015. When a company's future is on the line, it can't afford to not hire the best information security analysts to defend its information. 5. Small business cybersecurity software. If you have a knack for technology and want a way to keep hackers at bay, then creating software to protect online account for small businesses is also a good business to start. Consumers would want their online accounts safe and secure as they do their transactions online. Online banking and retail businesses are some that need such protection. There are other ways consumers are communicating with retailers online, making this a good industry to start a business in 2019. If a threat is detected, it can be quickly identified and addressed, reducing risks. Small businesses are at a much greater risk. Their information is easier to access and they simply don't have the funds to track down the cyber criminals responsible. Ask yourself this question: if you were a hacker, which attack would be more likely to succeed? 6. Drone-powered security. Since the release of drones in 2002, these machines have evolved to more sophisticated innovations with a variety of use, including for farming, food deliveries, and security purposes. Drones provide surveillance for larger areas, most often for spots that are typically inaccessible, installed with thermal and HD features. It also provides a safer option for sparing human lives from threats and harm. Though China may be leading the global drone development, US Impossible Aerospace plans to surpass this feat. You will only need a relatively small capital to start a security drone company. Special features such as thermal, no noise, and HD capabilities are some basic components. If you're a thrift shopper, you can create this special drone for about $1,500. Drone security deployments are increasingly common, as our 2017 Security Drone Report explained. The global market for commercial applications was projected to be worth $127.3 billion, £88 billion by 2020, a staggering 6,000% jump in 3 years, by a PwC report published in May 2016. And security is set to account for $10 billion, £7.8 billion worth of the market, behind only infrastructure, agriculture and transport. 7. Digital assistant integrations. High-profile individuals and executives require assistance to help them keep their activities and appointments in order. Artificial intelligence (AI) is a digital assistant that can perform such tasks. There is a good market for IT developers who have a knack for creating AI. Interacting with a digital assistant via voice to solve problems for the user is possible as with Porsche. There are other aspects where AI is useful, such as for image caption generation, image classification, and deep learning robots, to name a few. A virtual assistant is an employee who supports various business operations from a remote location. Startups can use VAS to help with inbox management, social media content, online customer support, and basically any task that doesn't require them to show up in person. Some VAS specialize in a specific task or industry. For example, there are VAS that focus specifically on marketing, and others that work only in the tech industry. More specialized VAS often cost a bit more since they offer a more focused skill set. However, there are also general VAS who can handle a variety of tasks and work with businesses in a wide array of industries. 8. The school for the future. With the rise of AI, disruption is inevitable. People will need to think and work differently, especially when using technology. This will change the way school institutions prepare the next generation. These out-of-the-box schools immerse students in communities and use technology to derive solutions to pressing community problems. The school of the future is usually a private entity that teaches people to use AI for them to keep up with the changes. Along with this is the rising demand for soft skills along with hard skills that are essential attributes for them to work more efficiently in teams or negotiations. Those in the education field specializing in IT may want to take advantage of this shift. While it's clear there will be no abrupt end to the pandemic, a picture of a more agile and collaborative future business school is already taking shape. After the global outbreak of the coronavirus, business school students who'd invested thousands of dollars in full-time experiences found themselves in virtual classrooms, on Zoom calls, and in online networking sessions with recruiters. This wasn't what they had signed up for, but most students agree that schools responded well to issues arising from the pandemic. In a survey of 600 business students conducted by higher education consultancy Carrington Crisp, 66% said their school made good use of online resources to continue course delivery. However, few students said they were consulted about the longer-term future of the business school. 9. Corporate immigration consultant under the Trump administration, the changes in immigration laws may just prove to be a profitable business as well, such is the case with more stringent access to U.S. for immigrants. Despite these changes, various businesses are still in need of immigrants to fill job positions in the U.S. Some industries require immigrant workforce such as farming, construction, leisure, and other personal services. The changes in these policies enable immigrants to work in the U.S. with all the legal requirements needed. To fill the gap from this complication, consultants can work with agencies and provide proper education and put together necessary documents for immigrants to work abroad. 10. Elderly care services. According to the data presented in the U.S. Census Bureau, the number of elderly may surpass the number of children by 2030. This shift in demographics may provide a potential business opportunity for elderly care. Even in 2018, the rise of the elderly in the U.S. alone may provide a good opportunity to build elderly care facilities. To compete with existing companies, you may need to provide a competitive edge and pricing for your business to be successful. It is a high-demand business, especially for those who rely on government subsidiaries or minimal pensions from companies whose business went bankrupt. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have liked it. Make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to leave a like.